in addition to many local restaurant workers and bartenders, the arts and entertainment industry also taking a big hit right now. You know, all the theaters are closed, many shows and tours postponed or canceled. A lot of local performers now left wondering what's next and how do we make ends meet during this time of social distancing. So we want to talk to one of them. Dr. Angela Knight is a professional opera singer with the Washington National Opera. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having me on the show.
So how does it impact entertainers around the D.C. area now when you have so many of the venues that you typically play shut down?
Well, it is a huge crisis for us in the theater and live entertainment world, but we're trying to get through it. For me personally, I was in the middle of the run of Samson and Delilah at the Kennedy Center with the Washington National Opera, and we got shut down right in the middle. The biggest thing that I've ever done in my life, my partner and I, Randall Dewey, we had written a musical about the life of Princess Diana. And we had hired interns from the Berklee College of Music in Boston, and we had cast and got money together, and we were in rehearsals, and our director from New York was here rehearsing with us, and then everything just got shut down. So I've been thinking a lot about this, and I think the most important thing is, one, to stay positive during this time, because if you let yourself go over to a place of negativity, whatever you think about and give energy to will grow. So if you try to stay positive and think, okay, in the future, this will happen. It's not the end of the show, and it's not the end of the production. It's just a delay. So for us, we're trying to be really positive. You know, music reduces stress. And when you reduce stress, you help your immune system. So if you can tap into music, whoever's watching, you know, tap into music, something lovely, it will actually help you. It will actually heal the heart and soothe the soul and lift the spirit. Well, and that's what live music does.
Angela, it's a fantastic spirit, and I have to give a shout out to the entertainers out there who are doing so much to keep others at ease. We see all these pop-up shows and concerts, people's living room shows that they're putting on. It really helps, I think, for the people who might go see performers, but for the performers, I mean, you're doing a great thing, and those who have put these shows on are doing a great thing, but you still got to get paid at some point. You're still losing out on a lot. When you talk with your fellow performers, how does everybody balance this?
Well, I have gone to FaceTiming my lessons. So I have an in-home studio where I teach voice and piano lessons. A lot of my colleagues do too. And a lot of my colleagues also have daytime work. So I think, you know, we are creators in the entertainment industry. That's what it's all about. It's about being creative. And so we are being creative during this time to keep the cash flow coming and going. You know, I'm going to do a shout out also. You've had a lot of people talking this morning about meditation, how to keep calm, and what you can do for the physical body. And my doctorate is actually in ministry and in theology. And so I'll put a shout out for a song that I wrote. It's called Rain Down, and it's on iTunes. And it is the most soothing, beautiful song that you could listen to during a time of crisis, because in the spiritual part of our lives, we also need to be hopeful, you know, feel like we have hope and we have faith for the common good.
Well, people are learning to adjust in so many new ways. We certainly appreciate your time. Before we let you go, have you heard anything from any of the local venues as far as what they think might happen as far as getting back in business?
Yeah, you know, it's so important because there's nothing like live performance. When you sit in a theater and you have a live performance, you know, it's like you can watch a cooking show and watch somebody make a pizza, or you can make it in your home and smell it and eat it and taste it. And so that's what live theater is. I know the Washington Opera was hoping for Porgy and Bess. I know we are hoping for our Diana show in September. And you can follow us, www.queenofthepeopleshearts.com. And we are also on Facebook. And my music is on iTunes. So let's all stay connected, because music makes the world a better place. If I can just say one more little thing, I had a student in last week before we really did the shutdown. His name was Shane, and he played a live song that he had written. It was 45 seconds of the most beautiful thing I had ever heard. And it really transported me. And for 45 seconds, I forgot that there was COVID-19.
Well, Angela, we appreciate you joining us this morning. We appreciate your good spirit. Angela Knight performs with the Washington National Opera. Best wishes to you and your colleagues this morning.
Thank you so much for having me on. Take care.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.